So if you have many cash on hand, does it ever worry you that you cannot come up with a better idea than the previous one to invest in?
Regarding the cash versus opportunities, one of the simple approaches I use is that we really don't want to buy anything until it's at least half off, 50% off. So, so if I were, let's say, 100% cash, uh, and I'm just starting a fund, then that's what I would do. I would look for opportunities where there's a significant mispricing, and uh, and of course, one of the reasons I gave the talk I gave today is is sometimes the 50-cent dollar bills are not obvious. Like, for example, C's candy was actually a 25-cent dollar bill or less, but it wasn't obvious. And Coke in the late 80s also was a great bet, but it wasn't obvious. And so the area I'd like to get better at is the non-obvious 50-cent dollars lying all around us. So that's what that's and the thing is that, so there's two ways you can invest, right? So one is, what I've done historically is look for a 50-cent dollar, let it get to 90 cents, and then sell it. Buy at 50, sell at 90, and hopefully in the period when I own it, the value grows. So it's not exactly 50 to 90. The dollar becomes maybe $1.20 or $1.50, and so I can buy at 50 cents and sell at $1.35. So that sort of thing. But I think that what is probably an even better model than that is buying and holding on to these long runway positions. So um, when we met Warren Buffett for lunch in 2008, uh, one of my daughters asked him which of the Berkshire companies, they own 70 companies, was his favorite company. And he didn't even hesitate for 2 seconds. He said it's Geico. And the reason I think he said it's Geico is because it's got the ultimate long runway. Coke has a long runway. I think Geico's runway uh, possibly maybe even longer than Coke. I mean, unless we get to a world of self-driven cars across the board, at that point the model's gone. But we are at least a decade or more away from there. So he felt that uh, that Geico's model had. I mean, he was most excited about owning Geico because they used to have 2% market share. Now they're approaching 10%. And he said that Warren said that on his 100th birthday, they will pass State Farm. So he's already planned out the next 14 years, of them going past State Farm. So I would say that uh, look for the 50-cent dollar bills. Sometimes you find something cheap that's pretty good, but I think getting something that is got more of a runway built in and getting those cheap. And sometimes, the funny thing about the investing business is that sometimes you can buy something at 20 times earnings and it can be really cheap depending on the nature of the moat and the runway. So, all right.